here, and I'm with two of my childhood heroes here, the Dizzy creators.
That's very kind, thank you.
Philip and Andrew.
Philip,
Andrew. And you might as well, I interviewed Andrew, I think, on the Pixel Empire before with some questions, and here's some more questions again. You don't remember?
No, sorry.
First thing, you probably, I know you've been answering some
We're
of these
old,
questions here. And
forget about these things.
They probably, you've been asked this already. How did you, when Dizzy first started, how were you amazed that it got so big, and why has it got so massive cult following now?
Well, here's the funny thing. First of all, when we wrote Dizzy, it was off the back of Robin Hood, Super Robin Hood, which did really, really well. Then we did Ghost Hunters, and that did okay. Then we wrote Dizzy, and it wasn't a big success when we first put it out. It sold okay. And then it just kept selling okay.
And Codemaster's got a lot of handwritten letters, sort of fan mail. I remember a secretary at Codemasters used to keep going, here's a load of fan mail for you again. And every sort of letter that we opened would be, your game's absolutely amazing. And then it's like, come on, get to the point. Oh, you're stuck at where? And it was always there was always a question in it. And we used to try to...
make them intentionally hard, didn't you?
We ended up typing up the solutions, and then they would actually...
It takes too long to answer
them. They would photocopy the solutions and send them back.
But it was so nice receiving all these letters, and we said, this really just sort of, getting towards a year later, and we were still getting letters that said, this is amazing.
And it was still selling pretty well, because most of the games would stop selling after 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, it was just a sort of plateau of low sales, but just constant. And so we said, you know what, let's go back and do another one. So that was Treasure Island. And it just went number one instantly. It's like, oh my God. It's like...
Everybody that had ever bought Dizzy just bought it that weekend.
And it was like, oh, that was when we realised.
That's when we realised it was like really
And then we
big.
thought, maybe we shouldn't have made Treasure Island Dizzy so hard.
Treasure Island Dizzy really took it off, didn't it? Really did.
I'm glad you liked it.
You said that Fantasy World is also one of your finest games, you said.
Fantasy World for me is my favourite because we produced it in a month. Right, we knew when we were making it that this game was going to be ballistic. It was going to be massive.
Because we had this big following from Treasure Island, and yet we regretted so many decisions that we'd made in Treasure Island. Sort of One Life was the obvious thing, but there were some really nasty puzzles.
The first part.
Yeah, and
that was a nightmare.
there were horrible things.
Because we didn't know that was going to be really big.
So now we thought, right, there's a big fan base out there. We can't let them down, but we were trying to get games kind of done in a month, and I'm sure it was more like 2 months but we tried really hard, and we really planned out all the puzzles, and we wanted to get some story in there. We wanted to introduce some sort of family friends.
And some more characters. Yeah. So it was a combination of lots of things, and also Alistair Graham did some new artwork for Dizzy. He was a new artist at Codemaster at the time, or contractor, and that was a beautiful picture.
Black Heart behind pushing him off the plane.
No, for Fantasy World Dizzy, with the dragon in the background.
Rockport the Troll, wasn't it?
He did do Rockport, but no...
he did do all the characters. We were just so chuffed, because we started saying we've got to come up with these characters, and we were putting in little tiny 16x16 single colour sprites.
Things like that.
Trying to, things like that.
Flippin' sweet.
And then sort of describing to him what we thought, and he'd go away and just paint it. He was a traditional artist, just paint it on paper, and we were like, that's absolutely amazing. We just love it.
Yeah.
And that's why we had to do more characters.
Really took off,
yeah.
The Dizzy Age site,
yes.
When you look at the fan-made games, what do you think of that?
They're really good. I mean, I'm quite amazed how much effort people put into those, and I love the way they're keeping it alive. It's really nice.
Very inventive ideas they come up with.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we did go through a phase of sort of judging them for competitions and stuff.
I have to say, about a favourite,
Yeah, I can't remember what they are now.
Lots of them.
There was lots of them. I haven't looked recently, but yeah, it is just an amazing thing to see that people are doing this. So, and I would say, and I did say earlier, and that is that recently I did write Dizzy on Scratch, partly because I was so impressed by how good Scratch is for getting into coding. If anyone is ever interested in writing a game, write Scratch. It reminded me of how you write games in the early days, all the 8-bit games, only it's so simple and it's so nice.
Scrolling was quite hard.
Yeah, but I got it working on Dizzy. Dizzy on Scratch. I got parallax scrolling working.
We got the flick screen on the Amstrad.
Yeah,
well, that's right.
We're
Yeah,
used to the flick screen.
Scratch is easier at doing non-scrolling.
Yeah, but anyway.
The PC version of the original Dizzy, someone did a remake of it. Did you ever see that? It had scrolling on it.
Didn't really see the PC stuff much.
There was a PC remake of it.
I think I sent you a link the other day.
Oh no, I don't know.
A couple of weeks ago. I was like, oh, have you seen this? Yeah.
Okay.
I could forward you the
No,
link because
it's
I've done
easy
a
answer.
gameplay on my YouTube channel. So I can
Okay.
forward you the
It
link.
might have been that link that I was sending around. Going, have you seen this? It's like,
Because I discovered that. And I thought,
Okay.
oh, I don't know if the other of us have seen this.
yeah, I think it was.
We are
probably your
generally
link.
quite busy people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do like to look at this stuff as well. But it's just
So-
finding the time. People keep on saying, "What's your favourite games and what games do you play?" It's like, well, I'd love to say that I play loads of like Call of Duties and Forzas and all these, and I do play them a bit, but it's just like finding the time.
Yeah.
And I'm actually scared because people go, "Oh, World of Warcraft, you should really get into World of Warcraft. You'd love it," and it's like, I know, and I'm scared that I will lose half my life playing it because I could actually find myself getting addicted to it. I wouldn't be surprised, and so it actually scares me that I get really involved in games. I get really competitive, so the idea of sitting down too much, I try not to, and I don't find the time anyway.
Finally, will Dizzy, this is an exclusive question for you, will he make a guest surprise appearance on Sky Saga in the future, possibly?
He already has done. Back at Christmas. Go and look on the
I
internet.
missed that.
Yes.
Is it gonna be on when
I've-
testing is over?
I have to say, it was kind of created within a level, and levels get scrubbed because we're still in alpha. I don't know. We shall have to wait and
Watch
see.
this space, everyone. So, Philip, Andrew, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Pleasure. Thank
Cheers.
you very much.